I don't like this challenge.
Is that how you want to start today?
It's difficult.
That's how you want to start this?
Yeah, that's the intro. I don't want to do it, it's hard.
John, can you have a positive attitude, please?
I'm so positive that it's gonna suck to do it.
Hey everyone, it's Lauren.
And John.
From Hoffer Food. And we're here with a brand new challenge. Yeah!
Oh, it's scary.
It is scary because it's really hard and I don't know what we were thinking.
It's not scary, it's Halloween.
I don't know if you've seen some of my snaps and Insta stories, but I'm pretty much making fun of all of the Halloween treats, like things that people make to look ghouly and scary. What the hell? What's wrong with you?
I just thought of the pumpkin. Take two. But if you like having parties and doing Halloween themed things, to have a pumpkin puking candy is like...
Everyone's doing it, I get it, but I just don't have, it doesn't resonate with me to want to make something like that.
It's not our style.
Yeah, so anyways.
What is our style?
Our style is, I don't know, but we're calling this the Halloween Candy Challenge. And so what we've done is we've picked out some of the vegan selections of candy and things you might see in a Halloween bag or at a candy bar. And we have to use the candy items in a dish. So you can make anything you want, and it doesn't have to look like a ghost. It just has to be something edible using...
Why is that an option?
I'm just saying in case you thought it has to look Halloweenish, it doesn't.
Mine's a ghost, I'm making nothing. You can't see it.
Invisible.
Last challenge we learned that bigger is not better, and I lost. The meatball sub was a failure. Lauren won 60% to 30.
It wasn't a failure, it was good, and a lot of people made both actually, which was really cool. But I guess in the end, I think they were more surprised by the oyster mushrooms.
You thought you were gonna lose. She thought it was too weird.
No, I didn't think I was gonna lose.
Anyway,
okay.
Redemption. Candy redemption.
See, I know what I'm doing. I've thought about it. Just staring at this candy, I got inspired. Okay, so...
Pretzels aren't candy.
Well, but... you do get salty snacks in your Halloween
bag. Bad people
bag.
give pretzels for candy. Bad people, don't go to their houses. They're strangers.
I like pretzels. I don't know, I'm gonna use this, which doesn't have butter or caramel on it, because I saw all the ingredients. It's just an oil-based sugar coating. I'm gonna use the original Halloween Kiss, the candies that everyone hates at Halloween.
Ew.
Because they ruin your teeth, but I'm gonna make them soft. And I'm gonna make a caramel apple cheesecake.
You already won.
Caramel corn crust.
You already won.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Go home.
All right, the original Halloween Kisses, made in Canada. Oh, they're not as hard as I thought. I used to like these. I was that weird kid that actually liked these. It's very molassesy. I'm gonna melt them in a pot and try and put this into the filling of my cheesecake, so it's the caramel part. So I'm just melting these over low heat because I don't know what's gonna happen when they melt, and I don't want them to burn. I think I just wanna get them soft enough to blend. I'm gonna add this guck to the blender. It's very sticky. So now I'm gonna add coconut milk, or maybe I'll just add this solid part on the top. All right, that's what we're gonna do. No time to soak the cashews, so it's fine. I'm gonna add tapioca to help this thing bake. Tapioca is the thing to use, I think, because it's smooth. It's not gonna go lumpy for us. A pinch of sea salt. All right, we're gonna add lemon juice. I'm gonna add a little bit of tofu just to make it thick, and I don't really know how to make cheesecake that's not just raw. All right, we're gonna blend this and see what it tastes like. It's hardened on the blade.
Okay, we got problems.
Oh
here.
my God, what a nightmare. I've never had to take my blender apart, but it was all hardened at the bottom. I dug it out with my hand, took out the blade, the whole thing, and now there's hard chunks of
cheesecake in your hair.
There's hard chunks of caramel, so I'm just gonna take the whole filling and melt it again. But this is gonna be the problem with all the candy, if we're gonna melt it and it's gonna turn into fucking Laffy Taffy every time.
Wait, so you're saying cooking with candy is a bad idea? Oh.
we knew that.
But we know that now. What do you think that does to your insides? If you eat that.
It's like, well, your body's warm, so it wouldn't be hardening in your body like that.
Okay.
All right,
this is going great.
We have to see this through.
No, your cheesecake, it's like, that's a good base, and it's gonna, once it gets distributed through the tofu and the coconut.
I'm worried that the cheesecake will just be a rock solid piece of sugar.
You're totally fine.
I think I need more filling if I'm gonna put this in a pan. I don't think I have enough filling.
My turn.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay, well, I'm gonna do savory, because I don't know how to bake.
You don't know how to make sweet stuff.
Sweet stuff? I don't know. Maybe I'll just melt down some of this candy and see where we're at. Trying to make a sauce and work backwards from that.
Ew, okay.
Okay, I think the strategy here with this sauce of melted down candy is to stick to one flavor. Just throwing orange candies in there because orange chicken or something. Is that how they make it with orange candies?
With orange candy, yeah. Essentially, there's so much sugar in those sauces in Chinese food restaurants, it might as well be candy.
Sweet and sour sauce, General Tao's.
That's a good idea.
Orange chicken. Okay, I'm gonna have to add a little bit of water so these guys don't burn. Oh no, the candies are actually white on the inside. Look at.
While it's hot, I'm gonna blend it with more cashews.
Really?
Yeah. All right, so I just added the rest of the tofu, some more cashews. I'm gonna add more lemon juice and some brown sugar because it's actually not very sweet, that stuff I melted down. It's very smooth now, and it actually tastes good. I fixed it. We'll make the crust with the caramel corn and see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna use these gluten-free vegan graham crackers that I have for the crust. Then we're gonna add caramel corn. I'll add a pinch of sea salt. And I think I'm gonna add melted vegan butter. That's just gonna hold it all together and bake up nice in the oven. I'm just gonna add some flour because it's not really binding. And I'm gonna add more sea salt. All right, so I'm gonna use this springform pan, and I guess we'll just hope for the best. So we're just gonna press this evenly into the bottom. And if I press hard enough, maybe it will just stick together once it bakes. All right, now we're gonna add the filling. Looks like a caramel apple cheesecake to me. So now we're gonna bake this. I've got the oven at 325, but we'll see how that goes. Might need to go up to 350. I think it's gonna work. 15 minutes on the clock.
So weirdly enough, these candies aren't melting. So I'm just gonna, I guess, use like the essence from the candy. I've cooked out all of the juice, I think, from them, and that'll be the base of our syrup. All right, I need to see what I'm dealing with here. Very concentrated, very orangey, but a good base. So I think I'm just gonna start building this up and just add like the same ingredients that I would add to any other like Asian-y type sauce, soy sauce, tamari kind of thing. See how it goes. So I added some garlic, I added some ginger to the orange reduction, and we're just gonna cook that down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of real orange juice just so it's not completely artificial tasting. And a little bit of orange zest as well. I'm also gonna add tamari and rice vinegar. And a little hot sauce for good measure. So we need to sweeten the sauce up a little bit more, so I'm gonna add 1/8 cup of sugar. We're gonna let this cook down, reduce, and we'll see where we're at flavor-wise. Okay, to really elevate this dish, I'm not just gonna use orange candy. We also had some pretzels on the side, and I'm gonna make a breading for the chicken. In a food processor, I'm gonna blend up some pretzels and panko breadcrumbs. So the pretzel crust is not salty enough. I'm gonna add some flavor into it with garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, salt, and pepper. So I'm happy with where the sauce is right now flavor-wise, but I don't wanna wait for it to reduce to thicken up, so I'm just gonna add equal parts water and cornstarch. Once this heats up and activates, it's gonna thicken up. We really want this pretzel crust to stick to the chicken, so I'm doing a pretty thick wet base of coconut yogurt and a flax egg. So you're gonna coat all your little chicken pieces in flour, into the wet dredge, Coat evenly with your pretzels and breadcrumbs, and then fry for about 2 to 3 minutes until golden brown.
All right, my cheesecake. I took it out of the springform pan and the sides slightly stuck and it almost got ruined, but it's okay. And I tasted the sides and it's actually really good. For having never made a baked cheesecake. I just don't know about the middle, to be honest, till I cut in. So I'm making a caramel for the top with just brown sugar, vegan butter, sea salt, and non-dairy milk. It's a caramel recipe from hotforfoodblog.com, and I just so happen to have a green apple in the fridge. Yeah, I think I need to cut them into slices, dip them in caramel, and then put them on top. Oh, and this looks awesome.
I don't have to say anything, I'm just
it does look really good.
What? This sauce dough. Sauce queen, can you taste this please and let me know what you think?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's friggin' sugary candy.
But the candy's not coming through.
No, absolutely not.
But the oranges, I don't know, does that disqualify you? I don't taste the candy.
Well, that's the funny part about all these cooking shows when they force them to use ridiculous ingredients because they taste it and they're like, you know, we're really not getting the orange Skittles through this. And you're like, well, of course not. You gave me friggin' orange candy. These two dishes are gonna make no sense next to one another. You're gonna be like,
you're like, what is this challenge?
What is this challenge? All right, plating time. Well, we've successfully destroyed the kitchen again.
And we actually made delicious looking food using Halloween candy. I can't believe it.
I can't
believe it.
Yours looks Halloween-y. Because you got the caramel apples, very Halloween-y.
Yeah, it's Halloween themed, but it doesn't look like anything from Halloween.
Mine actually is like a food competition show if they were to actually have to do something realistic with the...
So is mine, and it ties in the theme of Halloween.
No, you have both things. I'm just saying I have the one thing. Mine just tastes good, and I hid the candy. The pretzels, though, these turned out so crunchy.
Yeah, I would use pretzels to batter lots of things.
They kind of look like little jalapeno poppers. Like, that'd be a good birding for a jalapeno popper. I'm gonna try mine.
Okay.
Are you just gonna eat it right off the thing?
Yeah, well, we have to cut into this, and this is actually what could be the thing that ruins my dish.
Just don't cut into it. It's like the Schrodinger's cat.
We have to cut in.
Mmm.
I gotta take it off the cake thing.
Oh my God.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it is cheesecake-like in the middle. I don't know if it's a little soft, but it's firm. It's still holding together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes like what it's supposed to taste like.
Cheese?
I would say the crust is over-baked because it's so hard, and then the inside is too soft. It's good, though. I would still say this is like a success. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's inedible or completely falling in on itself.
And you used candy to make it.
Yeah, which is even more cool.
You've got the Halloween candy kisses in the
filling. Caramel corn in the crust.
Mm-hmm. And I've got the orange candy cooked down in the sauce for the orange chicken, pretzel crusted batter.
Who's it gonna be, folks? Who's it gonna be? Who conquered the Halloween candy challenge? My caramel apple cheesecake.
Or my pretzel crusted orange chicken.
This is a whole meal, dinner and dessert.
So different. got the same sensation of eating candy. Like I feel like there's sugar in my teeth. Yeah, it's impressive. If I was a cooking show judge, I would actually be like, wow, the caramel corn really came through in the crust. And like, mine's just like, oh, it's a good orange chicken dish.
You don't taste the candy.
Pretzel's a little bit on the crust.
Well, yeah.
It just tastes like a regular crust. Yours is like, there's something interesting about this cheesecake. And you're like, yeah, I used Halloween candy.
You can taste those kisses, like the
Totally.
molasses seedness of it.
Totally.
This is good. I think we should perfect this sans candy and put it in the Hot for Food cookbook.
Sans means without.
Don't go buy the candy and try to make this. It's a nightmare. But I hope you were entertained nonetheless, and I think it is timely, obviously, to use Halloween candy, and hopefully you were entertained and you find some amusement in all of this, because that's why we're doing it, for you.
It was fun. I actually had fun.
Oh yeah, super fun. I mean, I just think it is funny to incorporate weird ingredients into legitimately edible food, especially not to mention vegan dishes. So vote in the poll card below. You press that little eye icon in the corner and cast your vote.
Please me. Please pick me.
Please pick me. Does that help if we plead like that? Please.
Please.
No, we don't care. It's all in good fun, but the voting is fun to see how people react and the feedback we get and stuff like that. So any suggestions, comments, leave them below. Make sure you're subscribed. We're here every single Wednesday with brand new videos for you. We are working on a Hot for Food cookbook, as you may or may not already know. It's not coming out for a while, but we're working on it. And what else?
Just good tasting.
And yeah, we're pretty hungry. So thanks for making 2 servings, because I now get one. See you later. Don't forget to vote. We'll see you next week.
For
Bye.
me.
For me.